Today's story is Mimi now understands. There was this big forest which had lots and lots of trees, and in that forest lived Baba and Mimi. They were two big neem trees, and with them were smaller little neem trees which had just grown around them. And Mimi, as usual, didn't like all those people, those animals, those birds who used to live on them, like Kaka the crow, who went caw, caw, caw all day long. And then there was Miku the monkey, who would jump up and down on her all the time, even breaking her branches sometimes. She just didn't like it. Then there was, of course, Chi Chi the sparrow, who would come and make her nest, bringing all the twigs and ruining all Mimi's branches. Mimi just didn't like them. And then there was Chakmak, who would go climbing up and down, and Mimi felt very ticklish when Chakmak did this. And now there were Roly, Poly and Goly, three little mice who started living under the tree. All these people used to live there, and Mimi still didn't like them, though Baba had told her that they are the ones who made them grow other neem trees around them. But still Mimi didn't like them. One day there were two men who came to the forest and sat under the tree, and they were talking amongst themselves. So the first man told the other man, you know what, we have to come tomorrow and cut this forest. So the other man said, but why? It's such a beautiful forest, and there's so many nice birds and animals here. And look at these trees. Oh my God, they are so beautiful. They give us such fresh air to breathe. Why must you cut this forest? So the first man said, because my boss has said he wants to make a big housing complex here with roads and cars running around on the roads. So the other man said, but your boss can build that on the other side where there is a plain, huge plain where the housing complex can come up and the roads can be built. Why cut this beautiful forest? So the other man said, well, it's the boss's choice. I can't do anything. So the two men went away. But just after that, Mimi started crying. She said, Baba, what will happen to us? They will cut us tomorrow. Baba said, Beta, I can't do anything about it. If they do this, we can't help it. But then came Miku. He said, they can't do that. They can't take away our home to build houses for themselves. We will do something about it. Don't worry, Baba and Mimi. And then came Kaka. He also said, no, I am not going to allow this. We will do something about it. So they made a plan. Their plan was very interesting. So the next day, the men came again, and they were sitting under the tree and waiting to cut it, when suddenly Miku came with all his friends. He came and sat, all the friends came and sat on the tree, and they started jumping the minute they saw the men and crying, woo, woo, woo. And you know what Kaka did? Oh, that is very interesting. Kaka came, he had asked Chakmak to hang on to his claws, and then just underneath Chakmak was Chi Chi the sparrow, and under them were Roly Goly mice, and they all hung on to Kaka. And Kaka went flying like this, caw, caw, caw. the men. And you know what? Some of the mice just jumped onto the men. And the men said, "Oh, what is this? What is this? What kind of an animal is this? We've never seen it." There were lots of sounds that Kaka made. Ka, ka, ka. And Miku went, ooh, ooh, ka, ka, ooh. The men got very scared and they ran away from there. The next day, they told their boss that, "Boss, we can't cut that tree. There are strange animals living on it." So the boss said, "What nonsense? Let me come and see what's there." So the boss came there and the boss said, "I don't see anything here." And suddenly came Miku with his entire army and they started jumping. Woo, woo, woo. And some of Mimi's branches even fell on the boss. And then came flying Kaka with Chakmak and with Chinchi and Goli, and they went caw, caw, woo, and the boss anyway was a coward and he just ran away. He said, "No more building houses here." So after some time, the two men came again and sat under the tree. And now they were saying, "You know what? The boss has decided to build the housing complex on that plain that we were talking about. And the trees and the forest has been saved." Both the men were very pleased because they didn't want to cut the forest. The trees give us fresh air and they have all these beautiful birds and animals living on them. So they were very happy and then they went away. Mimi was also very happy. She said, "We've got saved." And then she understood. She said, "Baba, now I know." And then she was never ever angry with all the animals and birds that lived on her. They lived happily ever after.